Driver of this stolen blue Honda minivan created quite the panic when he refused to stop for Solon police, led them on a short chase, and crashed into another car almost right in front of Roxbury Elementary School. The suspect then bailed out of the vehicle with a loaded gun in hand. That's according to police, and the officer opened fire.
And I just heard 2 gunshots. It sounded like lightning, and at first everyone bolted to the door.
Valentina, a 5th grader at Orchard Middle School, located just behind Roxbury Elementary, tells me her class was lining up to go inside when the gunshots rang out.
Then everyone was like, oh my God, it was gunshots. And then I actually started worrying.
But even in the heat of a chaotic and dangerous moment, Solon police immediately alerted Roxbury Elementary to go into lockdown, or this situation could have had a much different ending. Lieutenant Bill Vadich says school officials had to scramble as some kids were about to leave for the day.
They definitely got notification from us to take action. So I'm not sure exactly how it all played out, but yeah, there's a really high likelihood that students heard something, a parent could have heard something. I should add that we learned that there was a kindergarten dismissal that was about to take place but didn't.
The armed suspect ran through several backyards near the school before surrendering. Solon parents like Mike Rinaldo tell me what happened is terrifying, especially in light of escalating violence and an increase in school shootings nationwide.
Seems like no neighborhood is exempt from what's happening now. They don't feel safe going to school now, and yeah, it's very scary.
Now, it's unclear if the suspect actually fired a shot. That will be under investigation by BCI. No one inside the school and no one in neighboring homes were hurt, according to police. But people tell us many parents saying they applaud police and the schools for how they protected the children today. Reporting live in Solon, Michelle Nix, 19 News.